Hey guys, it's your best UFC friends. It's weird, it's a different thing. I was thinking best fighting friends because then we'd be BFFs.
Oh, that's pretty cute. I
What do
like
you think?
it. Do
Best
it.
fighting friends?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's your best fighting friends. This is Kelsey, and that's Rachel. Rachel, will you send Khabib a location? I mean, I will. Let's send him a location right now. All right, listen. We live in Sugarland, Texas. I've got a backyard. There's less than 10 people here. Khabib, you have your location. Get Tony Ferguson here. Dana, we can record this thing on my phone. Okay, we can make this happen. We can live stream this on, do they still have a streaming app? What was that streaming app called? Periscope. We're going to Periscope this thing. We're going to make it happen. UFC 249, April 18th, my backyard.
So here's what we got, guys. Khabib seemed pretty, certain. Guys, I pulled out of UFC 249. I'm not more special than other people. We all need to quarantine. And then, the next day...
I feel like he reversed field.
The very next day, he was like, give me the location. I'll be at UFC 249. And I'm like, okay. So, I feel like, again, I mentioned this in another show, the stream of consciousness thing. I think sometimes it's like people just talk, and it's like they haven't logged what they said earlier, so that it all, connects and makes sense. Instead, people are just like, it's like this ESPN guy asked him a question, and now he's, saying this. I also think maybe he was caught a little off guard by the backlash.
The pushback? Yeah.
The pushback.
I think that's what it was.
Although it surprises me as anybody, if you're familiar with, being online, I would think as a celebrity athlete, you would be familiar with pushback and people disagreeing with you.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think that, we're of course referencing it happened after we made our first video, and so I wrote a story about it, but basically it went through his conversation with ESPN when Khabib was talking about basically that he wants to fight and that he doesn't have the location, that all he needs is a location and a way out of Russia. Well, we know that he does technically have a way out of Russia because what was revealed earlier in the week was that private flights could be made, right? Mm-hmm. And so Khabib's Instagram post, he said, well, I wouldn't do that because that would be different rules for me. Why are there different rules for me? But now he reversed the field on that, said, find a way out, send me a location. You've got the location here, Sugarland, Texas, my backyard. Now, Khabib, I'm excited about it. You know what, Rachel, or I can ref it, I guess.
But in all seriousness, it seems
I am serious.
He doesn't have a location yet, and I totally get this. So not just Khabib, but every other fighter on the card for UFC 249, dude, this would be really hard to deal with. Yeah. We already have so much uncertainty just in our lives right now. Then you don't know where you're fighting at. And I think I read something where Tony Ferguson, when he thought maybe Khabib wasn't going to be his opponent, that he had pulled out. But he was just talking about how it was hard for him to train. So, imagine how difficult and how hard training is if you don't know the location of your fight. I would think as any kind of an athlete, you need things to kind of be taken care of and in line so you can focus on what you do best. Because people get into the ring, the octagon, they get in there and they put their lives on the line. It's their health, their well-being. This is a big thing not to know. And so I'm thinking that Dana White isn't intentionally shrouding this in mystery.
No, I think I disagree. I think he is shrouding it in mystery.
I think he doesn't have a location yet.
No, I think he's got several in mind, but he has one that's his top choice. But I think the reason that he doesn't release information is because he doesn't want the blowback from... Do you see what I'm saying? If you tell people, oh, we're going to have it in Florida, that gives people all this time and in Florida to complain and to... He wants to be able to pull off the card. Yeah, he wants to be able to pull off the card without... And so he's smart. It's actually a really smart move not to release it.
I guess I understand that, and maybe you can't give information to fighters because they might leak it.
Yeah, they'll leak it. You cannot trust people. That's just true.
But man, that's really hard for a fighter, and they are the ones taking the lots of the risk when it comes to health and physical well-being.
Just trust Dana, okay? He's got to trustworthy sounding name, Dana. You know, I don't know. Like, thanks, Dana. I don't know, because it's like a soft name, Dana. You know, his name isn't
You sound like
Cletus.
the
He wouldn't dress
people
Cletus.
on
Dana.
the clone making planet.
Ooba. Ooba.
Well, that's Padme's
okay, yeah.
obstetrician.
I am very happy to meet. We're
There you
getting
go.
too much into Star Wars prequels here. Uh-oh. Anyway, thanks for watching our show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, we're your BFFs, so you kind of have to.
Best fighting friends.
Now let's do our fight.
We have fight faces.
And then, like, sometimes, like, if you just ever see me, like, it means I'm hulking up, you know?
Yeah.
What you don't want,
I don't know what happens when you hulk
eventually what happens is this. I'm like,
oh.
Okay.
That's what
and
happens?
then I hit the big boot.
Okay. That's what I'm concerned
Actually, it's like 1, 2, 3. Then the big boot. Or sometimes it'll slam. It'll just depend on how I'm hulking out. And then the leg drop is the finisher.
Then I'm done. I no longer
Unless you're the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6. Is it 6? I think it's, 6. Kicked out of that thing. It was devastating. Devastating.